Your How are you guys doing today? Today we're doing a Bankai rating, kind of like an overview on every Bankai and like what's the best Bankai in the game. The ranking is going to be combined, the Shikai and Bankai, so it's going to be like a combine of those two to actually give it the ranking. So if the Shikai is an S tier and the Bankai's a D tier, it'll probably be a B tier, you know? So that's just how this ranking is going to go. So to start, we have Lightning. Lightning is a phenomenal Shikai. You have 3 TP moves that just constantly barrage your enemy. It's phenomenal. The Bankai is even better. You get constantly barraged by 13 lightnings and getting put in a box of lightning. It's just like the most annoying Bankai in the game fighting against them, to be honest with you. Especially because you have to parry everything, which you literally cannot. So I think lightning goes top of A tier. So that's just, yeah, I think it goes top of A tier. The moves are honestly kind of cancer. Next, we have Berserk. Berserk is honestly insane in my opinion. People are sleeping on it. Every move has such low cooldown, and then you also have a grab. You have a sprinting motion that could give at least 5 hits in. The Shikai is honestly kind of mid, but regardless, the Bankai is bonkers. Plus, the lower health you get, the more damage you do, which in clutch, like, you can, I think when you're like really, really low, you can get at least a bar of damage, honestly, per M1. So it's honestly cracked out of its mind. So I'd put it at B tier. I don't think it's top B tier. I think it's kind of like the middle of B tier, but we'll figure it out. Next, we have Confusion. Now, my problem with Confusion is that the Shikai is really good and the Bankai is also pretty good, but it's only in like 1v1 scenarios. When you're like, I guess if you're the 2v1, it's really helpful, but like when you're put in 2v1 with the Bankai and 2 guys are barraging you, the moves are so mid, man. In a 1v1 though, best Bankai in the game. You're honestly probably not going to win. If you get hit with the inverted thing, you're going to get hit every time and it's going to keep inverting you and you're not winning that. But if you're put in a 2v1, you have no AoE moves and you're done for. So honestly, I think Confusion goes C tier. It's just like, it can be good, but like sometimes it's just such a pain. Moving on, we have Wind. I'm putting it below Confusion, man. Wind is so godly mid. The Bankai is terrible. The Shikai is good. It could be like a B tier Shikai, but the Bankai is like a D tier, man. I literally can't use it. Like the moves are just so mid. I don't know. From my experiences, I don't like it, but tell me what you think down below. But moving on, we have Ice. Ice is so damn good, man. The Shikai is good. You have a stun, you have a tracking move, you have a counter. It's a very like A tier Shikai, but the Bankai in my opinion is like S tier. Getting put in the glacier thing and having constantly being like giving the freeze off is kind of bonkers in my opinion. So honestly, I'd give my first S tier to Ice. That's not really, I think Ice fends very well against any Bankai in the game. So moving on, we have Ink. This is a no-brainer. Top of S. It's honestly insane. If you get hit by Black Ant and you get hit by like Time Cut or Flash Fang, you're done for. You're not winning the game. You're not doing anything. Get put in an infinite combo. You get hit by 15. Bam, 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 bam. You're not winning. So that's just my personal opinion. Actually, it was top of S tier, but Blood takes the top of S tier spot, man. I use Blood, and that had to be the most OP Bankai and most brain dead Bankai I've ever used in the game. The Shikai is like a low A tier, but my god, the freaking Bankai is S tier, man. You run forward giving 80,000 slashes, boom. But not even the best part, you have your Bankai where you can just give slashes that give you health back, and they can't even dodge them, bro. Yeah, you can't use any other moves, but you don't need any other moves, bro. A noob could pick that up and boss raid 85 people, and it wouldn't even matter, bro. Moving on, we have Water. Water is top of B tier. This reason, it has really good moves. It honestly could be low A tier, but I'm going to keep it in B tier, high B tier. It has the Geyser, which is kind of annoying. It has the Tsunamis, very annoying. It's honestly, I guess I'll put it low end A tier. It is insane though for a common, and it should be praised a bit more. Moving on, we have Fire. Fire is kind of mid. The Shikai is like an A tier. Bankai is like a C tier, so I put it with B, with kind of like in the middle of the pack of B. I don't think it's above Berserk because I think Berserk is honestly pretty good in its own right. but still, Bankai is kind of crazy. It has a passive where once you kill someone, it brings it back to life. So if you're playing Conquest, it's very good. But if you're in Gladiator, the guy is just gonna die, so it's not very helpful. But the Shikai is amazing. The Bankai is okay. I just think it just like has one AoE move, which is like when you compare it to like Duality, like I feel like every move in Duality, I feel like you get so much range, but like I feel like Fire is just like not like that, or like you're on Blood, like you like I don't know. I think it's just middle of the pack of B tier. Poison, I think this is our first D tier. The Bankai is like a B tier, but like the Shikai does not make up for that. You had to hit a person with like a move before you can use the X, which is not bad, but like the X is so mid regardless. So it's like I just the Bankai is good in my opinion. I think it's not bad because you have the nuke, which is incredible, but besides that move, it's just kind of trash. Moving on, we have Benihime. I put this one in above water in my opinion, but not above lightning. Benihime is good because of the healing, the moves. The Shikai is an S tier, but the Bankai is just like not. It's just not up there with like Blood, Ink, or Ice in my opinion. It has a healing move which takes a move away, which I think it should be more of a passive that activates. But the other move, the G does a lot of damage, but it just doesn't hit half the time. So it's like, oh, do I really want to use it? No, you shouldn't. So moving on, we have Kyoka Suigetsu. I'm just this one is just I don't know where to put it at half the time. Kyoka can be different in a lot of ways. I just think it could be a B tier or an S tier because the switch can be in, I think I'll put it, it's definitely above. It's not, honestly, I'll put it top of A tier above Lightning. The only reason I'm putting it up here is because the Shikai is kind of mid in my opinion. Like there's one good move that you can actually use. The counter is very mid, and the other one it's not very good at all. And the only reason the Bankai is good is because of the switch. If the switch was not there, this Bankai would be horrific, man. The Cure Stigi, that thing doesn't activate half the time, and then the only good move is the switch, which is like, are you serious? Like Aizen's Bankai, like his only good move is a switch move, but I don't know. It's like top of A tier. Moving on, we have Flower. Flower is honestly above Ice, so it's like middle of the pack on S tier. Flower has some crazy moves, man. When you get put in the little like domain of flowers, whatever, you're gonna just say your prayers, man. You're not coming out of there alive unless you have like a Segunda or something. Like I don't know, like if you have Light Segunda maybe, but like any other thing, you're dying. I don't honestly don't care what you guys say. You're not winning when you're against Flower. Next, we have Creation. I'd put it top of dude. This one's kind of tough. I'd honestly put it at the low end of B tier. It's definitely better than other ones CD. The Shikai is honestly pretty good. But the Bankai is honestly better than I thought it would be. It has a lot of like AoE moves, which make it just better. Honestly, it's contesting to say if I'd put it above Fire, but I don't think so. But it can be as good in its own right. Moving on, we have Shadow. Now, Shadow, in my opinion, it's top of B tier. I don't think it's better than Water by any means, but that's just what I'm thinking. I think that Shadow can be insane with the right person because you get tethered, you have a domain, you have these 3 slashes that give fear. Like, it's honestly crazy. So I think it's top of B. And then we're going on to Zangetsu. This one's hard because Zangetsu Shikai is very mid. There's honestly maybe 2 good moves with like the down slam and then the actual down slam, like the further one, but the X move barely hits half the time. But the Bankai, man, the Bankai is like an S tier. People are downplaying it so hard. You have a auto forward, you can't get hit, just honestly a bar of health. And the G move, the slashes, that's the bar of health too. So if you get 3 of those in, it's a bar. So honestly, I'd put this above Water. I'd put it above Berserk, but not above Shadow. So I'd put it in the middle of the pack of B tier. The last one, we have Duality. This one's very hard to do because I think Duality is kind of just mid. in general, like the Shikai is an S tier. If I was gonna use a Shikai, I would use definitely the Duality like Duality Shikai. It has 6 moves. Each one of the moves has its own purpose, and it's just like they're all really good in my opinion. The Bankai is insane, but the damage is so many. You're facing like a balance or a death dealing, you're probably not gonna win. It's such a hard move set sometimes because you get all these hits in, but you remember these moves do like a quarter of a bar sometimes. So it's like I'd put this definitely above Kyoka by a mile, but like not like the end of S tier. But yeah, that is the ranking, man. If you guys don't like it, then leave your comments down below. I think this is a fair ranking. Like S tier, in my opinion, is the one that just like you're probably gonna win with these. Like once it goes down the line a little bit, you might lose with Ice and Duality, but then once you go down the list, it's like, oh, okay, like these just like these ones up here are just like they're brain dead. Like you have no skill to win. This one's like skill. B tier is like you have to have some skill with it. And then C and D tier, you kind of be a god, a boss trade with those, if I'm being honest with you. But that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop what you guys think is different down below. And yeah, later.